This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money? What'd you do? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down and your benefits not coming through for November. Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. All the sides and trimmings too. Lots of food pantries. You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain, honestly. You ever have this as a meal? I'm eating peanut butter and butter on toast. It's absolutely delicious. You should try it. And not for nothing, I saw this woman that said she was getting $1,100 a month in food stamps. Do you know how long I could make $1,100 in food stamps last in this house? There's two of us, but I do have my son over every once in a while, or my daughters over once in a while to eat. I feed them too, and we always got food in our house, no matter what. I would take a third job. I have two jobs. I would take a third job if I had to, just to make sure my kids ate. What are you doing for your kids besides coming on the internet and bitching that you don't have any money in your food stamps account?
Guys, welcome back to the channel. So there's this palm-colored lady who mocked people online about their food stamps, right? Asking what they use their October food stamps for while eating peanut butter toast on camera. And as you would have guessed it did not age well, because now she has lost her job. The internet called her out, they tagged her employer, and boom, she's unemployed and nicknamed the peanut butter food stamp lady. How ironic. Anyways, credit goes to all original creators. Let's watch these videos and we'll be back with some commentary.
What did you do with October's food stamp money?
Sorry about the jump scare in that clip back there. Now, Broomhilda asked a question to start off her video. That was the clip you just saw. And interestingly enough, she has the comments turned off on that video. The video where she's asking people a question about what they spent their food stamp money on in October, which would lead you to believe she wants an answer to the question, and yet she turned the comments off. To believe one or more of the following happened. She's unwilling to admit that she's wrong, she couldn't handle the responses she got, or she got tired of people commenting about the incessant smacking of her lips as she eats peanut butter toast. It should come as no surprise that Broomhilda believes that Democrats are responsible for the government shutdown. And she also talks about how long she could make a certain amount of money stretch in her household. And yet she doesn't point out that while the government is shut down and Trump is hosting private fundraiser dinners or destroying the east facade of the White House for a $250 million ballroom, or the Trump administration is sending $20 billion to Argentina, I believe, who also just brokered a deal with China for soybeans, if I'm not mistaken, also undercutting American farmers. All of this is taking place, and so much money is being sent everywhere else that Broomhilda presumably wouldn't like. But yet, because it's the Democrats' fault the government is shut down, she wants to come on the internet and lecture people about how they should spend their money, because she believes she has some right to do so. And yet, she doesn't even have the bravery to leave her comment section on.
We're getting sick of you drag queens trying to use all of our hairspray. What'd you do with your hairspray?
Yeah, what happened to the wig that you sprayed last week when you did a show? It's still got a spray in it.
Yeah.
So wear it again.
Didn't you know there was a buy one, get one free at CVS last week?
Exactly. Plus, most of the good stuff comes from Canada. There's tariffs on it. Figure it out.
Yeah. You can blame the Democrats for that.
Yeah, those fuckers. Wash your toilet paper, too.
All the people complaining that it's getting cold outside? What'd you do with all the heat we had this summer? Did you not save any of it? You knew it was going to get cold. By the way, you can thank the Democrats for that. You can also thank the Democrats that your favorite baseball team didn't make it to the World Series. You can thank the Democrats that leaves are falling off the trees. Did you know that? Should have saved some heat from this summer.
This message is to all the people complaining about their SNAP and EBT benefits going next month. Let me ask you this. What'd you do with October's money, huh? Hi, I'm here to pick up my prescription. You want a refill on your prescription? Let me ask you this. What happened to last month's prescription? I used it. Oh, waiter, can I get a refill on my water, please? Let me ask you this. What happened to the water I gave you 10 minutes ago? I drank it. Interesting. Boss, I don't think you paid me for last week. Let me ask you this. What happened to the week before's paycheck, huh? Where'd that money go? I don't think that's how that works. Exactly. Teacher, I have to use the restroom. Let me ask you this. What happened to the time you went to the bathroom this morning, huh? That was hours ago. I have to go again. Interesting.
And it's finally happened.
Oh, hey, Latasha. How's it going?
I posted a video this past week.
Oh, I saw that. How's that working out for you? People were really pissed about that video, huh?
Somebody is tagging my job.
Oh, shit, that fucking sucks.
Now listen, my opinions are of my own.
Right. But see, you came on Beyonce's internet and let those feelings, those intrusive thoughts, be spread all over the internet for people to judge you.
Don't try to take my livelihood away.
I mean, yeah, that is a really shitty thing to do, but I'm just kind of curious what you thought was going to happen when you came on the internet and were so fucking cold towards people who might be starving soon.
If you think that you're going to get me fired.
Well, I mean, they kind of got upset by what you said. And you support a regime that was getting a lot of other people fired for things they said. And I believe your employer has come out and said that your views don't align with theirs. So, I mean, lucky you. You're going to have one more paycheck to prepare yourself for the holidays. I would recommend that you get in line early at the food banks for your turkey.
Latasha, is this you?
I need money. Yes, I do. I need money. Yes, lots of money.
It's always the poor lifting down the poor, because when the government failed you, you feel like the government should fail everyone else. Are you what they call a welfare queen? And yes, that video appears to be 10 years old. Your financial situation may have changed, likely for the better, but that video sure came back to haunt you 10 years later, right? Or lack of empathy for those that are going to lose their SNAP benefits next month shows me that you likely relied on government assistance yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Your income bracket may have improved in the last 10 years, and hey, good for you. Everyone has their highs and their lows in life. So just remember that. But remember where you came from. It was my tax dollars paying your benefits. You're welcome.
So by now I think we've all seen the video of the lady who was just masticating on a piece of burnt toast while trying to claim some level of superiority while condescending to people on SNAP benefits that she doesn't care that you're not getting your benefits in November from what looked like her poorly lit double-wide trailer. And therein lies the problem with Trump supporters. That woman is far closer to being on food stamps than she will ever be to Donald Trump. But she wants to shit on people on food stamps from what looked like not a high-income home. And like, What a soulless move. What a truly, categorically evil move. To set up your phone while you're sitting there with your burnt toast in your poorly lit kitchen and laugh about people not getting food, kids not getting food, elderly people not getting food, veterans not getting food in the month of Thanksgiving. Like, you have to be evil to do that. But the reality is, people like that are incredibly sad. She is desperate to paint her life as better than it is because she can hate on somebody that's less than her. It's the shit rolls downhill narrative, right? We've done this throughout time. There's always somebody worse that you can shit on, and then it's okay that you're being shit on by the people up there. And it's just never lost on me that that woman is this close from food stamps herself in this economy. I know what grocery prices are. It's horrific. But she would rather cling to the ideal that they're the shitty ones, and someday she'll be like Trump. But he loves the poorly educated, I guess.
What did you spend last month's money on? Girl, food! They spent it on food! And then as she eats her store-bought bread, she definitely didn't make that bread herself based on the shape and the peanut butter that is processed. She asks if they bought processed junk or if they stocked up on pantry staples. And I guess because she just lost her job, she's going to find out how absolutely ridiculous that statement is. She's about to know. Didn't she? Didn't you? God, I really hope she did. I really hope she's been out there creating an ingredient-only household so that she can try to make something with it for the next 2 months after not receiving her paycheck. Because, lady, get real. If you do not have the capacity to not wish your fellow neighbor to starve to death in their own home, to have kids going to school hungry, to have parents skipping meals so they can feed their kids, if that doesn't make you feel sick that it is happening in and around your neighborhood to people who voted like you, to people who didn't vote like you, people who look like you, who don't look like you, girl, bye. You're not on the team.
Oh, you don't have enough food stamp benefits to last you an entire extra month of getting no more food stamp benefits? What did you do with all the food stamp benefits that you got in October? Do you keep your food for decoration?
The average SNAP benefit varies by household, but the average is $332 a month. We know grocery prices continue to rise. I just did a video explaining that this cart was $500 at Walmart in North Carolina. And $500 is a lot larger than $300. Think, Winnie the Pooh. People are already struggling with the limited benefits that they are receiving from the government. To have none is going to be devastating to so many families. And it doesn't just affect the people receiving SNAP benefits, it affects you too, you toast-eating troll. They don't have money to go buy groceries. That means fewer shoppers in store, which means that those retailers have less purchasing power in negotiating prices with their suppliers. And with that comes higher prices for everyone. Also, is this you?
We all forget about that. The golden rule states to treat other people how you want to be treated. If you treat other people nice, they'll treat you nice.
What a wild concept!
I was a welfare mom. I was a single mother for 11 years, and I worked 2 jobs. I drove a school bus Monday through Friday, and I cashiered Friday through Sunday. So yeah, I worked 2 jobs on Fridays, worked 7 days a week. I even did that all the way through the pregnancy for my son. And I had to go back to work when he was 2 weeks old because I had to pay the bills. Because my oldest daughter's dad ditched me as soon as he found out that I was pregnant. And my youngest two's father is not an American citizen, and he went back to his country of origin. And so I was never even entitled to get child support from him because his country and ours don't have a child support agreement between them. And so I could never even collect. So yeah, I did what I had to do. And I was the first person in my family to ever have to go to the government for any kind of assistance. So that was very humiliating. I had to go to downtown Flint, Michigan, Yeah, the place is all with the wonderful water. Because I lived in the burbs, but I still had to go to Flint and Genesee County. And it was a scary part of town to go get food stamps. And that was back in the days when the food stamps were actually paper food stamps. Now you get a bridge card. There was no bridge card. I had to stand in line and get my food stamps. Or I had to go to the WIC office in downtown Flint. I'll never forget sitting there, and one child cried, and the entire sea of children cried at the same time. There was, I swear, 100 kids in there, all screaming at the top of their lungs. But I had to do that. Sit there with my children, and yeah, because I had to feed them. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't want to be there. I didn't make it a lifestyle, but I knew what I had to do for my kids. And when you down people for doing what they have to do for their kids, you're basically saying it doesn't matter that your children are going to go to sleep hungry at night, that their little tummies are going to rumble, and that it's all your fault. Them kids didn't ask for it. They didn't ask to be born in the circumstances that they were born into. But you know what? Thank God they were born. Because, you know, a lot of people that can't afford them just abort them. So they're lucky little guys to have been born to begin with. And then you're telling their mothers that, you know, shame on them basically for having them, that you don't want to pay to help feed them, their children. They didn't ask for this. So, yeah. Do I think we need to feed the world's people? No, we can't. We don't have the money for that. But do I think we can all get up off a little bit of something to help feed ours? Yeah. I think we have to. It's a human right. So, yeah. Not everybody is trying to game the system. Not everybody isn't just trying to feed their children. And not only that, but I mean, we have people that are, you know, mentally ill, are handicapped, are elderly. I mean, we have people that we need to feed. So sitting there and humiliating, downgrading, berating, belittling people for needing a hand up, I don't get down with that. Because I've been there. I'm not there anymore. I work every day. I do my videos from my truck on my way to work because I have to. I have to work. And, but there was a time I needed help. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on it. Do I want to pay every freeloading, you know, person that wants to game the system? Nope. But will I sacrifice a little bit of that to feed the children and the people that can't feed themselves? Yeah, every day of the week. So my plan today also is to get groceries and take some of them over to the food bank.
The word of today is humility. Always remain humble, because if you don't, God will humble you with a quickness.
The peanut butter toast lady has something to say, and I now feel obligated to help her get her message out. Hey, I just wanted to let everyone know I'll be posting a new video soon. I work, so I'll do it when I'm free. In the meantime, if I could just let everyone know that online bullying and harassment are punishable by law. So be careful out here. If you are bold enough to do it, just know it may cost you in the end. The video will be long too, and I'll address as many comments as I can. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. First off, your Republican innuendo of I work is absolutely hilarious. You guys have been saying that Democrats don't work and we live in mommy's basement. It's actually hysterical that you would even throw that little sentence in there. But that's besides the point. When the truth of the matter is, I found out that it's actually you that's actually living in mommy's basement. Or should we say grandma's basement. Also, the audacity to say that you are being online bullied and harassed when you went online and basically punched down upon millions and millions of people that can't afford their Thanksgiving dinner because the guy you voted for has shut down the government. So what's good for me is not good for thee. I get it. You could bully. You can harass, but nobody else can because it's punishable by law. Really? The law works both ways. And the way I see it, you bullied and harassed millions of Americans that are poorer than you, that can't afford their Thanksgiving dinner now. It would be you that's the bully, and it would be you that is harassing. Your most recent post is amazing. I hope everyone who is profiting off of people trash talking me enjoys those funds and uses them wisely. That was you that created a video hoping to get paid from the Creator Reward Program over mocking people on food stamps. I'm going to end this video like this. No one is mocking you, no one is harassing you, and no one is bullying you. Everyone is just showing you the mirror. And since you like talking about Jesus so much in your videos, let me tell you something. Jesus fed the poor. Jesus welcomed the immigrant. And also, Jesus would have had his kids. Have a day!
So the irony writes itself. Honestly, she tried to humiliate struggling families, and now she's out here facing her own karma sandwich. No peanut butter this time. Moral of the story, don't mock people for needing help. Life comes at you fast. Anyways, this video is for educational and commentary purposes only. Credit goes to all original creators. Thank you so much for tapping in when you saw this, and as usual, I'll see you on my next one.